It's like memeing into existence a government agency.
And then speaking to the internet the way it likes to be spoken to, which is memes, actually.
The left can't meme.
Harris' campaign was trolling Trump.
They're already trolling him.
He has been trying to troll the city back as much as he believes he's been trolled.
It's epic trolling, shall we say.
Just makes trolls like myself very happy.
I am become meme. Yeah, pretty much.
This was an epic troll. He's trolling the trolls, and it's so epic.
Master grade A trolling.
A troll at the epic level.
Kind of epic.
It's been, I think the word is epic. Elon Musk suggested this has been epic, and he's right.
Epic. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of iDubbbz Complains. Today I'm going to be complaining about memes, being an edgelord, and trolling. But don't worry. If you partake in any of those activities, I'm going to give you a pass because I think you deserve it. Because we live in hell and you deserve to let out steam in some ways. However, I don't think our president...
He may have been trolling you a little bit. We definitely noticed shortly.
Senators...
Just kind of like a god tier kind of trolling.
And journalists...
Trump's trolling Trudeau. He's totally trolling him.
Should be doing any of this. That's the only purpose of this video, is to air my grievances. The other day, I flipped on the news and I saw fucking Elon Musk with a chainsaw and he was making some fucking noises.
Chainsaw!
I hesitate to even call them cringe noises, because we're beyond that. You know, we're not calling things cringe necessarily. There's almost some like authenticity in cringe. Anyway, this got me thinking about the topic of memes and trolling. Trolling can be a funny little harmless joke that is emphasized in its unseriousness.
She has no vision, no idea, she has no solution. All she can say is Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump.
But then there's the other end of the spectrum, where you are never told whether something is serious or a joke or not.
Should I run again? You tell me.
And then that's also defined as trolling. We're kind of playing the meta irony game.
Usually people who do this though, generally have bad dog shit takes, like me, and are deliberate degenerates.
It's extremely painful in a world where we want to take our politicians seriously, but we also want to treat people like they're human and they're allowed to have human moments where they bring a little levity to the situation.
I have to speak of inflation. I love these socks. What's with these socks? I'm trying to stay focused, but I'm very impressed with the VP's socks.
But I've sort of decided that politicians, they don't deserve that. Billionaires don't deserve that. And members of the media don't deserve that. I'll take it to its extreme even. Same shit goes for surgeons, cab drivers. If my life is even tangentially in your hands, you cannot make jokes. That goes triple for the president. And I think that's being nice, you know. I could have said quadruple, I said triple. It goes quadruple for Elon Musk. Not allowed to make jokes. If you're Elon Musk, this is what you're allowed to do. Croak. By the way, this is an example. I'm a YouTuber. I just said that, and someone's got to be wondering, like, is he serious? Does he really think that Elon Musk could croak? I'm gonna be honest. That's about 50-50. Holy shit, I just realized Elon Musk is kind of built kind of like a bullfrog. Like, if you're going to be built like a bullfrog, croak a little bit. Actually, I think he would like that because isn't the Pepe like a frog? I might be a little bit out of touch here, but I don't know what the Pepe is. In fact, I call it the Pepe. Our first example of trolling comes by way of Senator Ted Cruz.
With respect to Canada, I think the president is basically trolling Canada. I don't think anyone thinks there's a realistic prospect that Canada will become part of the United States. It was an epic troll.
If he was commenting on the Problipeno and he said, now that's an epic troll, I would get it. I would be like, yes, we got one of the OGs. But that's not what he said.
But I will say it was an epic troll, and I actually think on the merits there are very strong reasons why that makes sense for the United States. Geopolitically, Greenland's location on the Arctic is incredibly important. With Russia or China, any ICBMs would come over the Arctic, targeting the United States. Greenland is ideally situated to defend America. Vast resources of critical earth and rare earth minerals that are essential for semiconductors, for electronics, for military equipment.
But Greenland at this point is not for sale, so why stake that as such a top priority?
Well, because anything can be not for sale until it suddenly is.
Yeah, that's all, folks. This guy's a fucking freak.
Anything can be not for sale until it suddenly is.
That's just rape brain. You realize that, like, this is someone else's culture, this is someone else's land, this is someone else's country. This is not yours, and none of it belongs to you. You can't be like, well, everyone has a price. I know we're in America. A lot of you are gonna be sympathetic to it. You're taught in your door-to-door salesman class, you gotta take 5 no's before it actually means yes.
So when President Trump said he might use economic or military coercion, what does that mean? What is military
I don't remember him saying military coercion.
He did.
We have enough shit to worry about. We do not need to, like, fuck with allied countries and suggest that their culture, their country, their security isn't important. It's fucking stupid. It's so unprofessional. And that's coming from iDubbbz.
He's mastered that art of trolling, that art of saying and doing things to cause his opponents to completely lose their cool. And Trump's cabinet picks are the perfect illustration of both his deal-making prowess and his troll talent.
You're a dork. All of these people, pretty much everyone that I'm going to show in this video, that's the best word to describe them, is just fucking dorks. They are 20 years behind in using the language that they're using.
They said, I'm the GOAT.
I'm the captain now. Look at this. He reposted this edited SpongeBob meme.
And they're tremendously unserious. It's like, yeah, this would be a little cringe to hear out on the street, but I'm hearing this shit on C-SPAN.
For people who don't remember the trolling, set us up. Why was that a trolling moment? What was happening there?
Referencing the coconut tree meme about her.
Why the fuck am I hearing this shit on C-SPAN? I don't want to hear meme. Oh, that was an epic meme, Mr. President. No, what the fuck? I would understand it if they were, like, live streaming and they were getting some donos as they said wild shit, but I'm like, you're a fucking senator. Are you not afraid of playing Luigi's Mansion? Another example of the out-of-control trolling is renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
I mean, are we really going to see this change to the Gulf of America, or is Donald Trump just trolling us?
I suspect a little bit more of the latter.
Flying over the recently renamed Gulf of America?
Well, he did it. He wasn't trolling. He at least wasn't trolling based on my definition of trolling, which is being unserious. These conservative pundits are asking the question, is Trump trolling us?
Is Donald Trump just trolling us?
And I think when they say us, they don't mean the room. They mean the American people. And I think that's a distinct difference because I think these people, the president can troll them. They wouldn't mind being trolled by the president. You know, you're getting the vibe?
I've been known to be able to be trolled by Donald Trump in the past.
He can joke with me. I love him. Deep-throating the president by suggesting that he might be doing a little prank on us is not the side of the aisle that I want to be on. The president's not going to fucking play a joke on me. Another not so innocent example of the trolling is the situation in Gaza right now.
We achieved an epic ceasefire agreement.
Instead of treating it with the dignity and respect and sensitivity that it deserves, we get an AI slop video and a speech that accompanies it that is meant to be taken seriously.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it, level the site, and get rid of the destroyed buildings, unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area.
That is such like an old man threat, is to say, we're going to do a job with it.
And we will do a job with it, too.
That could mean whatever you want it to mean. In the context of, like, wiping out a culture, that's, you know, that's doing a job with it. Cleaning up your neighborhood from all the riffraff, we're going to do a job with it. Now, I do understand that trolling is part of political strategy now. I want to, like, pump the brakes a little bit on the idea that, like, all of it's the same, or that when it's used by the president, it is, like, uniquely strategic, because ultimately we are dealing with an old man. If there's anything I've witnessed with crotchety, senile old men. It's that trolling is like a lifestyle for them. They do this on the regular. It's a personality trait. It's because a lot of them haven't gotten help. You know, they haven't looked inward. They're actually getting a little bit of dementia privilege. They're getting a little bit of Alzheimer's privilege. I don't want to give Donald Trump Alzheimer's privilege if he doesn't have it. Please don't give that away so freely. Allow someone to earn it. It takes a lot of effort to build that much plaque in your brain. There's a lot of members of the media who will continue to ask, is Trump being serious here?
But the trolling, suggesting Canada could be the 51st state, I mean, he's clearly not serious about this, right?
Well, there's no way that Canada will be the 51st state. So it is a statement that he's making for effect. It's not going to happen. That's correct.
There's no way? Where the fuck has this guy been? I mean, if you're on your way out, just say it. Because I don't want to hear this shit. We all have to live with it. Don't say there's no way. Hey, trust me, I want to believe that there's no way as well. I can't in good conscience tell people, oh, there's no way that's going to happen. No way, it's impossible. We, over the past decade, have been saying, there's no way, and it just keeps happening. I don't know you. You're not consoling me. You don't need to console the American people. Give us the reality, and the reality is anything can happen.
Happy Paddy's Day, America! Legalize comedy. I'm president, so I want to pay full price.
We have another example of trolling, and this time it's getting piped into me through brainwaves from a Gen X man who's wearing cargo shorts and an oversized hoodie.
I would describe it as God tier level trolling. Just kind of like a God tier kind of trolling. I described that. That's God tier trolling. I mean, that was never serious.
I think Senator Fetterman has an outdated definition of trolling. He slipped up a little bit there. He said it was God-tier trolling that was never serious. Trolling nowadays just means doing something seriously, parentheses, malicious. Now, aside from Trump, Elon, and senators trolling or, trying to be epic sauce or whatever, I noticed that the White House Twitter account and Instagram account were also trying to be funny. Roses are red, violets are blue, come here illegally and we'll deport you. Oh, kind of epic if you're a dork who's never actually made a joke in your life. The other one is a video of a deportation with a bunch of chains and handcuffs. And they're calling it illegal alien ASMR. Now, if you don't think that that is distasteful or extremely shitty, I want to access your brain for a moment and just remind you that this is the highest, most powerful office in the world, and we have allowed these people to feel comfortable tweeting out jokes that you would be fired on the spot for tweeting out. I understand that there is this part of the brain that says, I like the idea of there not being a cancel culture and the effects of the White House being able to say whatever the fuck they want. I like the idea of that trickling down to me at my job, at my place of employment, so that I can be a little bit more relaxed and I can maybe say some fucked up shit and people will know that I'm just joking. But it doesn't work that way. There is a distinct difference, and that's the problem, is that we are all holding ourselves to a high standard, but not the highest office in the land. In addition to these tweets, I've been looking at the White House articles, I guess you can call them, on whitehouse.gov. The title of this article is, Yes, Biden Spent Millions on Transgender Animal Experiments. The fake news losers at CNN immediately tried to fact-check it, but President Trump was right, as usual.
Meaning Democrats wanted to fund a trans mice program to one day create trans people, trans male mice trying to play in female mice sports, trans mice traps. Do you have those?
These researchers were studying the effects of hormone therapy while receiving an HIV vaccine and how your immune system responds to it, which, by the way, all sorts of non-trans people go through hormone therapy every day. This is important stuff. So yeah, the reason I bring up this article is because the verbiage that is being used is so pathetic and wormy? What a stupid, moronic statement. Vindman has a terminal case of Trump derangement syndrome, and it shows. Now, reading these articles, you might think, oh, Trump might be getting some help from Elon Musk. Maybe he's getting help from Barron Trump, because it has that vibe of like unhinged child. I have a strong feeling that the memes on Twitter and some of these articles are written by none other than Big Chungus. Trump refers to Stephen Chung, who is the White House communications director, as my sumo wrestler. It sounds like I'm making it up. Yeah, he does have a meme coin that was made after him. I think it's called Chungus or Big Chungus, something like that. I don't know if he's affiliated with it, but he certainly follows it on Twitter.
Crooked Joe Biden and his campaign are in complete freak-out mode.
Just imagine in your head for a moment, you're thinking to yourself, White House communications director. What does his Twitter account look like? It's him calling everyone cucks. Kamala Harris plane being cucked by Trump Force 1. Cuck Force 2 carrying Kamala Harris. Ron DeSantis is cucking himself. These out-of-touch cucks are so beyond their depth. He needs to stop embarrassing himself like a cuck. Cuck? So do you stay in the room or do you leave, cuck? Now, I will say Big Chungus does have standards. You know, most of his cuck tweets are from his personal account, but he will let a couple fly from his government-affiliated account. Tim Walz is a cuck, aka the Cuck Convention. By the way, calling everyone cuck is just kind of his like trademark thing to do. He doesn't seem particularly good in front of the camera, in front of a microphone.
That President Trump is leading Joe Biden by wide margins.
So I think he is very much in his element when it comes to like posting tweets. And even if he's not behind it, he's definitely in the ear. This article says like Trump just throws it to Big Chungus on occasion. Like, what does Big Chungus think about this situation? Big Chungus, you take the lead on this one. You think it's a good idea to call these senators cucks? Yeah, I agree. Now, I don't know if any of this is gonna change anytime soon. I hope that Big Chungus isn't president in 4 years, but, you know, anything can happen. I think I'm at my limit. I'm like, yeah, the ride was fun. I'm ready to get off. Like, I want my politicians to be boring as fuck. I want the media reporting on it to be boring as fuck. This playing grab ass with billionaires and politicians of like, are they pranking us? That shit needs to stop. We do not play grab ass with Donald Trump. We do not play grab ass with Elon Musk. By the way, thank you for staying this long into the video. I must tell you that Creator Clash 3 is happening. I am not fighting in it, so I can continue to make videos like this. Yeah, I mean, it's still gonna be epic. I think I want to be the boxing kingpin because maybe I could do a better job at that than actually being like, a fighter. The website's down below. Get tickets because the tickets are going to eventually sell out.
I think the word is epic. Elon Musk suggested this has been epic, and he's right.